Everyone, it's Father Sean here for the daily reflection, and I was talking with a parishioner. I was like, well, if he had any ideas or anything he wanted I should talk about, and he gave this great. He said, Father, sometimes you talk about the Holy Land and what that's like, and I always like that. So maybe you could talk more about the Holy Land. I thought, I can do that. So one of the things that's kind of cool at the Holy Land is if you go around to these three spots in particular. One, the spot of the Annunciation, where the angel Gabriel had the conversation with Mary, and then at the place where Jesus was born in Bethlehem, and then not too far from where Jesus was born is where John the Baptist was born. It's a few miles. So in all three of these places, there's spots on the ground where this traditionally happened. And then so like at the one, and it's in Latin, so I know especially the one in Nazareth, where the angel Gabriel came to Mary, and verbum caro factum est, the word was made flesh. But there's this little word that gets inserted into there. So the word became flesh. That's the line straight from John's gospel, and then it's from Luke's gospel on the one in Bethlehem. And Jesus Christ was born of the Virgin Mary, and then same from Luke's gospel, the one where John the Baptist was born. But all three of these places add one little word, and it's hic in Latin, which means here. Like, in this place, the word became flesh and dwelt among us. In this very place, that Christ was born for us. And as you see that, you can't even begin to imagine what just happened in these locations. And it's so incredible. And that's really what the Holy Land is all about. Is it's like not just on paper or on some place far away or long ago or some place in some obscure outpost of the Roman Empire, but here in this very place. And so you can think about that in so many ways in our own life, right? So you think about, in this very place, you think about the importance of a dinner table. Like, in this very place, our family decided what we were going to do with our future, and or in this very place we laid our children in this crib, or whatever it may be. So that's one of the things about Catholic life, is this hic, like in this very place. Like, places are important. Of course, they were for the Jewish people, right? And this place is the temple, or this place is where Abraham was taking Isaac to be sacrificed. So places for Christians are always very important. It's why a church is a special place. It's not just, where the people gather, but it's where God meets his people and his people meet God. So maybe at this time in the coronavirus, you could create this in your own home, right? Like, in this place is where our family prays. To think about you've seen this a little bit, like some home shrines, and maybe you haven't seen it, but they're kind of on social media. People have been doing their little place where they pray, and maybe there's a crucifix, there's some statues, maybe they set their laptop there when they're watching the live stream mass, or this is where we say our decade of the rosary every night, or whatever it may be. It's a great thing to have during this kind of time of exile, this place that is specific, where we come to meet Jesus Christ, and we come to offer our prayers. Of course, we can do that anywhere, but there's something very special about having that place set aside. So it's a lesson from the Holy Land, that places are important. Places are not just some coincidence, but it's where God encounters his people. I encourage you, if you haven't, to maybe set up a little place in your home where you can turn to the Lord. You can bring before him your needs, your petitions, and can have that place set aside specifically for the Lord. All right, this is Father Sean with the Daily Reflection, where I'm here sitting at the dining room table today. It's a beautiful day, and I can look out and kind of see a bit of Freiburg. So it's a beautiful evening. Just one last reminder: tomorrow, Father Jared and I will have the live stream Q&A chat for our Facebook youth. Anybody can watch it, but we'll, in the comments section, be inviting all of our youth, anybody who has any questions, anything like that, a little Q&A session Father Jared and I will be hosting. So look forward to seeing you there. That's 7:30 tomorrow, Tuesday, which is April the 21st. So we'll see you then, and God bless.